Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders, GMS, rule well, teach well, be a great example to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the whole elect out there pushing this word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds. In the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the whole elect, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Shem Shah. Just going to another spiritual, evening report, dealing with some things I was listening to, dealing with the alternative news, Lord will, I can just kind of, keep a pattern going, listen to, what's going on in the news and just kind of speak on it, while it's fresh on my mind, as soon as I get off. There's a few things, there's a lot of things happening, a few things I want to touch on, and how sensitive, information is, alright, certain things you bring out, so I just bring things out, man, and you brothers and you sisters, you can go research it, man, now, a good thing to look up, and kind of get an understanding on is the social credit system. Now, China has one, and then it's really what they rolled it out first in China. All right, it's called a social credit system. I know you brothers and sisters done heard of it. If you never researched it, it's something to look into. And basically, it's rolled out in China, but really, it's a light version of it over here in America. All right, because in China, all right, they have cameras everywhere. They monitor, the internet. You're being watched 24/7, and you can say, different. You can have, your political view. Just little things that you do. A mindset. You can be, you can be punished for having a particular mindset. With a social credit system, and how they run it is a reward, all right, and punishment system. Now, if you got a good social credit, which means you are a compliant, all right, you a good boy or girl, you're compliant with the government and whatever his agenda is. Well, you will get things like you can move into particular areas with no deposit required. You can you get, incentives. They're giving people incentives, all right, to having a good score. You got, just dealing with, shopping and, there's different little incentives, different rewards you get, for having a good social credit score. Then the punishment for having a bad social credit score, all right, you will be closed out of access to particular things. Like public travel, going, seeing people, transportation, you get closed off access to transportation and other particular things. But basically, it's a reward, and punishment system. Just like, what do you have in America? Now, those people that are compliant, with their potion, what do you have? You got people, getting, scholarships. Man, you got people getting scholarships, entering into lotteries and, free donuts for a year, a beer, all type of silly shit. You see, but it's nothing but a reward system. Why? Because you're compliant. That's equivalent to having what? A good social credit score, man. And then, you get to go to Europe, those are rewards, you see? And then if you don't have those things, all right, then you're restricted in how you can travel. You're restricted in what you have access to, especially when you look at over there in Israel, what they got going on, their restrictions and, things that they have, dealing with, the V passport, and then you got, different places, mainly in California, starting off where, they want to make it mandatory, all right, for particular employers, to be able, to make make certain things mandatory, man. And then they like Canada. They like Canada is like the new China. They say it's getting real, draconian in Canada, man. You see, all these things are happening, but Esau Edom, he has perfected, painting a false reality through his media. What's really happening in the earth, the masses of the people are oblivious to it, because of the delusion that's being painted, through the media. I was listening to this Fox News reporter, and she was saying like, she was I think a local Fox reporter, but she was basically saying like she was fed up, with being narrative news. She was like, the news has nothing to do with the viewers, but it's about the big corporations. You see? And another thing, I was listening to Gerald Celente, which he's famous, you brothers and few sisters, are familiar with Gerald Celente, that he's coined the phrase, when people have nothing to lose, they lose it, because he's a big, economy guy, but he's, talking about, the latest, pandemic, dealing with the pandemic. And how about, the guy, the same man, all right, that was over the FDA during the Trump administration. Now he's on the board of directors for Pfizer. All right, you figure it out. And like I'm saying, there's a bunch of random information. I'm just, ranting in the spirit. While it's fresh on my mind. But you figure it out, man. The same guy that was over the FDA, now he's at the board of directors with Pfizer, man. All right. See, the earth is ran, by exclusive club. All right, we're not in it. And that's why the scriptures, really when you go into the house of David, all right, it's talking about what? The overthrow of this wicked government, man, of this wicked society. You see, because even with all these truthers, which, they bring out good information, but their solutions are getting worse and worse. When they go on, they bring out information for about 30 minutes or an hour or so. And then when they bring out the solution, it's like, oh my goodness. Do you know how crazy you sound? But the thing is, the masses of the people, all right, are already in the snare. Because the only way out this situation, because I can talk about these random things, but we gotta talk about the salvation. See, when we talk about this thing, this leads to salvation. That's what a lot of these truthers, that's what all these truthers lack, is true salvation. The understanding of what salvation is, like what's the way out of this, man. And that's why the scriptures are also known as the comforter, man, because we have a comforter in this, man. Because you can tell with Gerald Celente, he was pissed, man. You can tell he's pissed, man. When you listen to these people, you can hear it in their voice, man. They truly pissed on how, society is going, man. They're highly upset about this, man. But at the end of the day, all right, they're still subjugated to whatever, these people plan on doing. Only the elect, will make it out. Only the elect, all right, have an escape route. Everyone else is through. You see, you people done. All right, but we have a savior in Yahushua, man, and he's coming to deal with the source of the problem. Because no one, all these truthers, they go into the shadow government, the deep state. No, man, it's the elite of Esau Edom. All right, beginning with Amalek, these bankers, man. All right, and Yahushua is coming back to deal with the source. Who was that coming from Edom with diagrams from Basra, man? Egypt, all right, shall be a desolation, all right, and Esau should be a wilderness, man. Going into what? Going into the destruction, all right, and the overthrow of a nation of people that's in power, all right, that's putting all this wickedness in place in the earth, man. You see? Then you had got you know, the guy Mike Adams, you know, from Brighton, you know, he's speaking about how you know, China is suffering, you know, from lack of farmland. You know, it's a big famine being prepped, man. Even Gerald Celente, he was like, you know, this thing gonna hit and it's gonna be big and hard, man. You know, this thing is gonna hit and it's gonna be big and hard, man. You know, he was talking about how, you know, they gonna, you know, be loose for a minute, you know, but then they gonna tighten back down. You see? Because right now, you know, for the most part, all right, people are back in that, you know, that everything's all good mind state, you know, but that's the mind state they want people in, while they constantly form this technological prison around people, man. You know, they want you to be chilling. It's like, you know, you in the couch while someone is building walls around you. You know, you watching TV, Netflix, you know, you ordering stuff on Amazon, your packages coming through, you know, you can, you know, you can leave, you can move around, but the whole time there's a prison being built, you know, around you, man, you know, and when they turn their key, there ain't gonna be no moving around and things coming in and ordering this, no, all right, when things collapse, you see, people gonna be through. You know, so, you know, I say, brothers and sisters, it'd be a good thing, you know, look up that social credit, you know, because basically we in it, man. You know, it's a light version of it. It's not, you know, as strict as China, you know, but you're gradually getting there, man. You see, you're gradually getting there. You got to speak a certain way to be able to upload videos, man. You know, you got to speak a certain way. Brothers got to speak in code and, you know, if you're not really in the loop, and your first time watching, you got to figure it out, you know, because brothers got to, you know, speak, you know, when they, you know, brothers got to speak parables, you know, you know, talking about certain topics, letting you know that what, man, this is a reward punishment system already in place, you see. So, yeah, I just want to go into that, you know, just, you know, spiritual evening report, just keep, you know, everybody in the loop, man. And if you want to, you know, go any further into anything, you know, that you heard, you know, just look it up, man. Research it. It'll stick with you longer anyway, you know, when you look it up yourself, you know. Of course, we're going to continue to go into things and, you know, bring up articles and, you know, really go into it and bring up videos and, you know, we love to do that, man. You know, we're servants, you see. But sometimes, you know, hey, you gotta look particular things up yourself and just stick with you, man. You know, and all these niggas really like, you know. But till the next time I say Shalom, Kwon Yasha Allah Bible about.